Okay, boys and girls, welcome back to Uncle Red's channel. Let's let it rip. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Khamzat Chimaev. He's got a huge fight, one of his biggest fights here at UFC 308. He takes on Bobby Knuckles. But first, this video is brought to you by PrizePicks. Until Tuesday, Anthony Edwards is pretty much a free square. All he's got to do is score 1 point and you win that square. So it's a guaranteed win. Take advantage of it before it's too late. And use code TIMBO when you sign up and you'll get $50 instantly. Put $5 down and you'll get $50 instantly. Download the app. It makes it fun. You can pick more or less on takedowns, more or less on fight time, more or less on significant strikes landed. Use code Timbo, make yourself some bread. Khamzat Chimaev. He's Russian and he is a 3-time Swedish national champion. He stands at 6'2" and the dude is scary. Khamzat is scary. He is 13-0 and he's only 30 years old. He's on a fat streak here. And it started with Rise McKee, Gerald Mershart, John Phillips, Jingling Lingley, and then Gilbert Burns, hell of a fight, and then Kevin Holland, and then Kamaru Usman, and that was a hell of a fight against Kamaru Usman. Let's go back here and take a peek at Chimaev versus Usman, because Robert Whittaker, a little bit similar, to Usman. He's orthodox and a good defensive wrestler. The one thing about Bobby Knuckles, he has gone 5 rounds many times, and Chimaev hasn't, and you know the pace that Chimaev comes out with is crazy. So the fight with Usman versus Chimaev happened back in October 21st, 2023, about exactly 1 year ago. And let's take a peek at this battle here. Oh yeah, he's coming out with the energy. Sweet. Khamzat's scary. He's one of the last people you'd want to run into in a dark alley. Beat your face in. Here we go. We got Jason Herzog, referee. And watch how Khamzat comes out. He comes out and puts the pressure on. Right here. Sprints after you. Scary. No touch. He's a huge dude. He's a huge dude. I don't know how he made 170. I don't even know how many times he really made 170. 6'2", middleweight. He shoots, drives you against the fence, single leg. Kamaru doing all the right things right away. Keeping the leg outside, stuffing the head, trying to cover his head with the hips. And Khamzat's just relentless. Relentless. You see these videos of him wrestling with Olympic champions. You see him going with Luke Rockhold. And he's just strong and ferocious. Okay, so he's behind Usman's back with a body lock here. And not even like resting at all. He's looking just to put the pace on this guy. Put the pace on Usman, and I'm sure Usman was prepared for it. Scrambling. Khamzat gets both hooks in. Hops on the back, both hooks. Well, it looks like he's only got single hook. Now he's beating on him. Beating on him, hammer fists to the head here. Sinks both hooks in. 1, 2, 3. Jiu-jitsu, that'd be 4 points. Sinks both in. And he's roughing him up. Both hooks. Let's put a power half in. Usman doing a good job keeping his chin tucked. He's got that thick neck, so it's going to be hard to ever get under Usman's neck. Two minutes into the first round. And, I'm going to be so curious what kind of pace Chimaev comes out with. Is he going to come out with this same pace. Because if he does, it's going to be dangerous. He's putting all his chips on finishing Bobby Knuckles, because if it goes to the 4th and 5th round and his body shuts down and he gets tired, like he does in this fight versus Usman in the 3rd, or like he did against Gilbert Burns, then the fight could go south very quick. So round 1, still, we're about 3 minutes in, it's total domination. He's on the back, hooks. Khamzat's landing a couple juicers here. A couple juicers while he's on top of the hooks. Usman works up to both feet. Khamzat moves on to a body triangle. Looking to go face crank. He can't get under Kamaru's neck. Locks it on. Oh, and Kamaru front flips. Tries to spike him on his head, and it kind of saves him, because that might have been the end right there. 90 seconds left in the first, and it's been total domination. Had him flatten out. Usman doing a good job at staying tough. Staying tough, staying disciplined with his defense. Still body triangle, body triangle. And this is tiring. People don't realize, yeah, it's tiring for Kamaru Usman, but it's tiring for the guy on the back too. Holding a body triangle on anyone for that long, holding a triangle on anyone for that long, it really does zap your legs. Moves back to both normal hooks. 30 seconds left in round 1, and it's been total dominations. I would love to see how many judges called this one to 10-8. 10-8. Dominated him the whole time. Not taking too much damage, but he's definitely taking some juicers. Ten seconds left in the first. Good job by Usman. Good job by Usman defending the whole time. Round 2. Round 2, Joe Rogan says on his podcast he thinks it should be started in the same position. Now, wouldn't that change everything? That would change a lot of things. If round 2 comes around and they put Kamaru Usman referee's position, put Khamzat on his back, both hooks. Okay, but we're on the feet. Khamzat goes southpaw, Usman orthodox. I think he does like to go southpaw because he likes to shoot from that southpaw stance. Moving good, changing levels, showing him his shoulders. Got a lot of good motion in the open here. Got to be careful with Khamzat, just like some of these other guys. Even Merab, who penetrates and shoots so low. You can't overcommit on your punches, because if you miss, then they're going to be so deep on takedowns. You saw it with Merab and Sugar a couple times. He missed the right hand, and Merab was so deep in on his hips, didn't even give him a chance to defensively wrestle. Round 2, still going tit for tat. I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Minute left. Both pretty zapped on energy here. Let's go back to about 50 seconds. 50 seconds left in round number 2. Khamzat shoots head inside double. Head inside double. And Usman goes to kind of a front headlock here, kind of a chest wrap position. Got to keep their head covered in this chest wrap position, but it's hard when there's no clothes, no shirts to keep his head covered. This is zapping Usman's arms here. 20 seconds left. Usman's trying to tip him over so he can sprawl his hips back and go neutral. But Khamzat stays there, pops his head out, ends up in side control. Looking for a crucifix right here. That round was pretty even. The takedown at the end could have won it for Khamzat. Now we're coming out. Round 3. He still got good energy, still changing levels, still showing his shoulders, still good motion in the open. Shoots from far away, and he's gonna have to be careful shooting that far away on Bobby Knuckles. The way Bobby Knuckles holds his hands, he holds his arms by his hips. So it's a good thing. When you hold your hands down there by your hips like that, you can down block on wrestlers easy. You could run them into uppercuts. It makes it hard. So Khamzat's gonna have to be real careful shooting that far away on someone like Robert Whittaker. Lots of changing levels by Khamzat. Lots of changing levels. He wants to change them levels. Changing levels so Usman has to respect those takedowns and then come over the top of the punches. And then change levels, punch, and then back in on the legs. Ooh, big right hand. Nice exchange here. Both still pretty snappy. Usman shoots a little too far away again. Usman does a good job down blocking here. Watch again. This is what Bobby Knuckles is going to be having to do a lot. So watch Khamzat shoot round 340 round 3. He shoots far away, and watch Usman. He sprawls, but he doesn't only sprawl to where Khamzat can drive him back to the fence and put all the pressure on him and go to a single leg. He down blocks really good, goes front headlock, and watch him circle his feet right away. So he doesn't give him a chance to drive him against the fence. That's going to be a big key with Bobby Knuckles to win. Robert Whittaker's. Southpaw orthodox. 3:20 left in the third, and they're slugging. Khamzat versus Robert Whittaker could very well be a championship bout. It's just two high-level dudes. Robert Whittaker's been around. Usman takes a shot. Down blocks easy. .240 left in the third. Khamzat's still stalking him. Usman southpaw. Nice. Right hand into the single. Goes low single. Crawls up above the knee. Locks his hands. Now it's going to be easy finish. That was nice. Let's watch that takedown one more time. So he goes below the ankle. Below the ankle is easy when you have wrestling shoes on because the wrestling shoes so sticky. Low singles in MMA and jiu-jitsu, they're so hard to finish. But watch how good 240 here that Khamzat does it, crawling up the body. Getting above his knee and then getting to his hips. Drives him against the fence, then locks his hands below the butt. 2 steps, nice finish. Crawls up to the hips right away. Beautiful. 140 left in round 3, and he's sitting on top in half guard. Probably one of the best positions to keep someone down. Keeping the underhook on the far side and just beating on him. Khamzat here's got a crossface with his left arm, which kind of stops Kamaru Usman from getting into a deep half guard position. Let's see how he passes the guard here. So remember, in this half guard position, I've talked about it a lot, but Usman needs his right leg right now to get up, and Khamzat's got it trapped. He's got it trapped, and he's kind of turking the leg. Still just sitting in half guard. Here we go. See, now Usman's going to try to get underneath him. So, like, look. Khamzat's got that left arm crossface. He punches him. Now Usman tries to go under deep half guard, under the far leg. Gets under deep half guard, try to create a scramble. Up to the single. Does a good job making a scramble and pulls himself out. Use half guard to wrestle up to a single leg in the front headlock, 2-on-1 and backs out. That was a good job by Usman. 15 seconds left in the fight. 7 seconds. And these boys are scrapping. Scrapping. Props to Usman. Come in there and give him that kind of fight. I'm pretty sure it was short notice too. Now he's taking on Robert Whittaker. 5 rounds, and I'm sure Khamzat's coaches. He's got great coaching. I know he's brought in that Olympic world champion, and they're wrestling a lot. And I'm sure those coaches are talking to Khamzat a lot about on the in-betweens, after you're wrestling, after your scrambles, after you're holding them down, trying to relax a little bit more, not being so like stiff and springy and jittery. But that's also what makes him so scary and so dangerous, is he is like that. So I'm so curious and I'm so excited to see what kind of pace he comes out with in a 5-round fight, because Khamzat versus Strickland, Khamzat versus DDP, Khamzat versus everyone, you want to see it because he just comes out with that reckless pace. He's such a scary, dominant grappler. I'm pumped up for it, baby. UFC 308, we got it coming up. And this is one of the fights I'm most excited for, 100%. So let me stop this here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I got my flute fixed. I'm going to leave you with this. All right. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button and comment what you think below. And welcome to the channel if you're new here. And enjoy. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.